Hello and happy Sunday, my dear yarn loving friends. It is cold out here in Alabama, and I've been outside with the dogs, and I feel like I can't breathe because the cold air just sucks the life and the air out of my lungs. But I love the cold, and I love the gray weather. However, we're like on week 2 of the gray weather, and I could use some sunshine. I can handle a little bit of sunshine. I think that would be nice. I wish so much for the gray weather that I think that I've just kind of like cursed all of Alabama. It's fine though. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. It is Sunday, and I'm still very, very tired. I couldn't fall asleep last night because I'm at that level, and maybe you're like this, where at some point when it's go, 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 and you don't have that one off day to renew yourself, then it starts waning on you. And slowly but surely, you start to somewhat crumble, and you just can't find balance. And that's how I am currently. So when I get to this point, I can't sleep. So we went to bed last night. I think I fell asleep around 12:31, and I got up at like 6. Got the dogs outside for a little bit, fed them, let them run for like an hour, drank some coffee, got changed, and we left for church. That was my morning. I was able to write just a smidgen, a paragraph in my journal, and that's all I had time for. And I just can't wait for tomorrow. I feel like a little kid waiting for Christmas morning, but I'm just waiting for Monday morning. Like, I just want Monday morning to get here because it's my off day, and I am not going to get out of my pajamas. I'm going to just literally sit and knit my little happy tushy and my pajamas all day long, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I say that, but I think I'm supposed to go to the church and help decorate for the women's event. I don't know. I'm wore out. I'm wore out. But I did work a couple of rows on Sylvia today, so that's exciting. But at church, we did have this children's program where the academy, or the it's like a daycare that our church provides for the community. They did Christmas songs as part of the Sunday morning worship. Oh my goodness. Adorables. So cute. And then after service, we went by and got some noodles from the noodle truck that I love. And then we also drove through Burger King so I could get that SpongeBob SquarePants pink characters pie. It's like a strawberry something pie. My kids never watched SpongeBob. I don't really know about SpongeBob, but I just really thought it was cute, the little pie, and I wanted to try it. So my husband pulled in and got me and him a piece to try. It was phenomenal. And we came home. And I sat down, I made me some coffee, and I was going to edit my videos for you guys. And I fell asleep in my chair. So, a few hours later, I woke up and was able to edit some of the video. But I was still falling asleep. Like, I was that tired. My eyes have just been so heavy. I had to break into a cup of real coffee with caffeine. And not just one, but 2. And I haven't really had real caffeine in a while. So, I had to. I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I was like trying to follow the crochet pattern. And like, it was just, I kept losing count. I couldn't tell where I did my decreases. It was just not a pretty thing to witness. But I was able to get my video edited. And I don't do like heavy editing. I'm just trying to make it so I don't sound like a babbling crazy person. And I probably do anyways, and that's okay. But I try to keep it somewhat flowy. And I'm not sure that the one I'm putting up for you for day 6 is going to meet the expectations, but it's going up anyways. It's currently uploading to the YouTubes, and when it's done, I will slap a thumbnail on there and hit change it from private to public, and it'll be there for your viewing pleasure. I had mentioned that not every one of my Vlogmases are going to be stellar fun days. I mean, I have a very, very boring life. I'm either at church, I'm at home, I'm doing chores, or I'm doing other random things, or I'm out in the shed. And I haven't even been out in the shed lately. But I don't have an amazing life. I'm not like these cool YouTubers that get to go to all these places. I'm okay with that. I love my very boring and mundane life. I'm very content in my boring and mundane life. And while I do have some fun things planned, I have to get through the gauntlet of church events that's happening so we can do all those. And so I have 2 events this week. I have the thing Tuesday night, and then I have another women's Christmas party upcoming, and then it slows down. Oh, and Wednesday night's the youth party. But all those things are nighttime, and that means I can do things during the daytime, and I can actually record these Vlogmases like I have envisioned them, and they won't be so rushed because I'm trying to squeeze all this stuff in a little bitty time frame so I can edit it. But I hope you stick around for those, and I hope you have patience and understanding with me and show me some grace. I am still trying to get that yarn festival video fixed. For whatever reason, when I switched it to the new editing software, it got corrupted. So I'm having to go back in and redo it all. I just haven't had time during the day to work on that, but next week I'll have daytime, and that's the time I can work on that. So I'll be working on that. My goal is to get that out to you next week. We shall see. Because there's another video I want to get out to you next week also. We're going to have to figure that out. I don't know. But let's talk about Vlogmas Advents. Ta-da! Da. Okay, so Advent Sunday number 2. I have already saw the pattern, and like I suspected, it is already up on the website for free for you, which again, I'm happy that y'all have access to this. I just don't feel like this is very Advent worthy, if that makes sense, because of the fact that, well, all the patterns are for free, and the yarn's just your everyday Hobbii yarn that I can order off the line. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. So this week in our lovely thing, where's my pattern at? Okay, so I'm supposed to get an email each Sunday with my pattern in it for easy crafting. I apparently no longer get an email. So I'm going to try to find it on the website by the designer's name. This has not been a very pleasant experience. Okay, so right under the lovely, so let me just show you, and I talked about this in the last video. Do you see how detailed and colorful these are of the designers? They have more than 4 colors. They have about 5 to 6 colors usually, all fur patterns do. Like even the alligator. But when you look at the 2 for Advent thus far, we're starting to get a little bit more color with the deer. But for the most part, they're like not as colorful as the others. And that's why I mentioned in that video that it was almost like a copycat designer had created them. But I think that what happened is that they were like, hey, this is the amount of yarns that you're allowed to use. You need to kind of figure it into 4 weeks. And she was kind of like, had to create in those parameters. And that kind of feels a little icky. And so, I don't know. But this week is this deer. Please have a cute name. Aurora the deer. Why can't we have names that match? Like, we're going to call her Debbie. Debbie the deer. We're going to rename her because that's how I roll. It's cute. I like Debbie. And so that's this week's pattern. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there because, like I said, I didn't get the email. And so I had to download it again from the website. Week 2 bag. 2 bag. It's a little hefty. It's heavier. We have another brick of fiber fill, polyester filling, 100 grams. We have the sparkle yarn for Debbie's jacket. Very cute. We have the pink peach color for Debbie's stockings, lace of her dress, accents of her dress, and shawl or cowl. I'm not sure if it's which one it is. Then we have Debbie's brown for her body. And then we have the rest of the mustardy yellow, which is her dress and her adorable shoes. Also, it kind of bothers me that Debbie has on shoes and that Sylvia is not getting shoes. Why? Why, pray tell, does Debbie deserve shoes and Sylvia does not deserve shoes? I don't know. Poor Sylvia. And then we have a book. What is this? Oh, look, and my book has like whatever that is on it. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what that is. It's like ink. Where did that even come from? I can guarantee you, I know exactly where it came from. It looks like the numbers were freshly stamped. And then when they put it in the bag, it stamped my book. I'll try to erase it, but things like that just irk me. So this is a notebook. It's been inked. I really do love Hobbii. I feel like I need to say that out loud. I love you, Hobbii. But I've ordered a lot of times from Hobbii. I have a whole 2 shelves and a little wire rack of Hobbii yarn. I love them. But I'm a little let down by all this Advent stuff. But it's fine. I'm still going to order from Hobbii in the future one day. And I'm still an affiliate of them. And I'm still going to, because I do love their yarn. But this, things like that make me kind of irk and twitch. But I can guarantee you that's what happened. Because I can see how thick that is. Oh, yeah, look right there. That one actually, that's the smudgy. That's the culprit right there. Debbie's body did my little thing in. I may need, I don't know, I need some sleep. And possibly vacation. I don't know. Okay. So, there we go. Advent Day 2. No. Yes. Advent Sunday 2. With Debbie, the deer. And Sylvia, the stoat. From Hobbii. Ta-da! If you're wondering what my shirt says, this is from my friend Deborah. And it says, Gangsta Rapper. And it's got Santa on it. This is one of my favorite shirts to wear. You're probably going to see me wear it tomorrow because it's comfortable. I don't know. We'll see. But it's late. I say it's late. It's 6:08. It's so late, y'all. It is late, though. I'm going to go home. I am home. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to go shower. And I'm going to get in bed. And I'm going to craft. And I'm going to work on something that I've been wanting to work on all weekend that I haven't got to. It's not going to be Sylvia. I just don't want to mess with Sylvia anymore tonight. I think I just don't want to touch her right now. So, we'll talk about Sylvia. I'll show Sylvia some love tomorrow. But I want to go make something else. And so I can have something new to show you tomorrow for tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye-bye. Love you. Happy Vlogmas! Yeah! No.